live? Okay, we are live. We're going to get everything dialed in here this morning. What is up, everybody? We're out here at Mid-America Off-Road Park for day 2 of Bouncer and side-by-side racing. We got some serious hill killing today behind us. We have several sets of hills. We're going to go up and down and up and down, so it's going to be an awesome time. We have Jake Pike with us here.
Jake won an interview because he had the fastest run yesterday, much to his delight. Jake, we can't see the starting line from where we were yesterday. All we saw was you come over this tabletop on your front wheels. What's going through your head when you're doing that, and then what the rest of the course feel like for you?
I lucked out on my drawing order, so I was able to watch everybody on the short course, and I knew I had to kind of hold it down pretty fast on the short course, and I was expecting that big buck because it was bucking everybody. I was expecting it. I knew it was going to happen, and it wasn't as bad as I thought, so I was able to really kind of keep it under control, and I had a clean pass afterwards, so and it got me on top. So I made a bunch of good decisions and kind of lucked out as well. So.
Did you see Timmy's near rollover? What was going through your head when that happened? I
was standing at the top of the hill actually, and all I seen was his tire was horizontal, and I thought he rolled right over, but he didn't roll. And of course Timmy, he corrected it, and he's professional, so he still came back with a smoking run.
Oh, yeah,
so
he did. That's a great save.
Yep. And we got a handful of guys. That top 5 is super competitive right now. Danny Smith, Tim Cameron, right now sitting in that #1 spot. We have several hills we're going to go up and down. What is your game plan for today?
I'm going to finish out clean. I'm not going to break no records. I'm not going to try to do anything silly. Just try to make a fast, clean run without no mistakes, and try to end up on top.
Okay. Well, again, that's a good plan. Like I said, it's a crazy course. What's your running order for this afternoon?
I'll be like 8th to run.
So. Okay, so out the gate pretty quick.
Yep.
So obviously you have a couple buggies to watch in front of you.
Yep.
And we'll hopefully work out well.
Yep.
Anybody you want to give a shout out to, or thanks?
My folks. My folks are watching, my family's watching, friends, everybody that stands behind me. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, that's it.
All right, thanks, Jake.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Jake.
Have fun.
Yep. Again, that was Jake Pike coming up here. He said our #1 sitting on that pole from yesterday, so obviously, hopefully hang on to that lead. Again, points are serious, so.
And it was tight. We had 3 drivers finish in the 53 seconds.
It did.
So.
Adam Coots was down here.
Let me call Cooper up real quick, because we had him up here yesterday, but he thought of another person he wanted to give a shout out to. So let's let him do that real quick.
I want to thank Gear Grabber, Jim Bailey at Gear Grabber. I forgot yesterday.
All right.
Appreciate it. What's your plan for today going into it?
Not case to jump again.
I said you guys are also doing a couple up and down hills.
Yes, sir.
So where are you sitting around for points?
I really don't know.
Okay.
I hadn't paid attention. I didn't look.
Well, you were first out of the gate yesterday, and that's not an easy, especially when there's this many options on the hill and trying to figure out where to go. So at least you won't have to be first this time around.
Yeah, it's a lot better than going first.
Yeah, guinea pig, appreciate it. But.
All right, well, good luck. We'll see you out there.
Thank you.
All right, Adam.
Adam Coots. Again, he sat on the pole. He was at #1 spot for like 3/4 of the day yesterday.
Adam came over as soon as, I guess Jake's run.
Yeah.
You had to come check, and it was so. What were you like, 53.4, and Jake was 53.3, I think. So
1 seconds. I said not much different there. And again, like I said, now you're. Talk, Jake. That top 3, top 5 are super competitive. There is very, very fine room for error there.
Yeah.
And obviously, going up and down a lot more hills than they did yesterday, there's even more room for error. So, what's your plan going into today?
Well, the good thing today is I'm almost last. So I can kind of see where the top Jake and, Danny and all them are, TC. So, if they don't do good, I just need to finish. If they do good, I just have to hold it to the floor and hopefully finish.
Again, doing last, a lot of that loose stuff might shake out.
Yep.
The course could change pretty drastically by the end.
Yeah, and it might be, and a lot of times like on this, it could be faster.
Yeah.
As the day goes.
That's awesome. Again, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Just shout out to my girls, Eva and Ella, and sponsors are RCV and HD Extreme, and that's it.
I know.
MRT tires. Yes, they're the biggest ones, yep.
All right. One of your daughters raced in the 170 class on Monday. How did she do?
She did good. I mean, she finished last, but they're pretty competitive here.
Did she have fun?
Yes, she had fun. All I told her was just to finish, have fun, and we'll worry about next time. These people here got 20, 30,000 just in the motors here, and like I said, as long as she finished, all that matters.
Well, I know y'all had a pretty loaded up trailer with lots of the orange and blue. There's like the junior and the midsize and the regular. So
Four of them on there, and it was stacked up high. But yeah, we ended up getting here. So.
All right. Anything else you want anyone out there to know?
No, that's it. It's Mid-America, and thanks for Jason putting this on. And like I said, so far it's been awesome.
All right, cool. Well, good luck. Have fun out there.
All right, good luck today. I got Spencer Grindstaff coming up next. I say he did quite a bit of racing yesterday. Obviously had a good day. Do you know where you're sitting at right now?
I'm sitting in 6th place in the UTV right now.
Okay, so obviously you're in that top competitive field. What's your game plan going into today?
I'm gonna keep on cruising. I hope finish with a good time. Hopefully move up a couple spots.
I said that would definitely work out.
What's been your favorite thing about being here at Visions here at Mid-America Outdoors so far this week?
Running somebody else's buggy because so mine won't break. Rental is nice, that's for sure.
You're not going to want to give it back, huh?
No, not at all.
You got anybody that you want to thank or anyone you want to give a shout out to?
I'd like to thank Super Grip Tires, most importantly, Nitro Racing Parts, Bill Frascella, Planet Side by Side, and Ron Paul, Tim Irwin, Mark Irwin for sure, and all my fans back in Ohio.
All right, there you have it. Have fun out there.
Right.
Good luck.
I think that wraps up our interviews for the day. I think we're about to kick off our live feed.
Is it that time?
I think so. We're about to kick off our live feed. So
Our live feed. We are live, Matt.
Oh, we're going to talk Clyde. The man. We did. We got one more left. The Clyde Bynum.
I don't know. They get you pull a microphone out and these drivers scatter.
Tell us about these courses and where they go. We see lots of ups and downs. Explain what they're going to be doing today.
So for the UTV class, we're going to go up what I'm calling lane 2, about half the hill, then back down lane 3, and then going up where the bouncers went up yesterday. And then of course we're going to come down this original valley right here to the same finish line. Bouncers are going to do the same up and down twice, except for they're going all the way to the top and then down. They're going to go up lane 2, back down lane 4, and then back up this one right behind it right here, and back down the valley to the same finish line. So.
And I heard some of those have some pretty good step-ups on them.
Correct. Usually, just like in the Cup Series, Hill 1, we try to stay a little bit tame, let some people get some times on the board, and then Hill 2, we'll usually try to push it up and see who actually can climb the hills.
So do you have any predictions for how today's going to go, either driver-wise or how the hills are going to end up?
You know, the funny thing is, I really don't ever even pay attention to who's in the lead and stuff. I'm usually just as surprised as everybody, and I'm the one collecting the scores, but I don't follow it in my head.
You're too busy doing everything else to keep the race running.
I'm keeping the race running, production running, all that stuff. So, usually when I hit sort at the end of the day, I'm usually as impressed as anybody else. And yesterday I was impressed that Adam Coots was sitting in 2nd place. I was like, wow, that's not normal at all. So, good for Adam. Several drivers did really good yesterday that they stepped up, and some things like Timmy making a mistake, that's very rare. So when people like Timmy make a mistake, which is very rare, a lot of those other drivers they see blood in the water and they're like, well, man, I can go for the top now. So it makes those guys step up a little harder.
We've got a few new faces this week racing with us too, kind of familiar names, but not necessarily always in the same. A little bit of a mix-up from our typical driver's list.
Well, the other side of that is, you get to see which drivers can handle the pressure as well. When a driver does really good on Hill 1, normally we just go right into Hill 2. They don't have much time to think about it. This time they had a full day to think about sitting in the top. So, a lot of these guys were probably up all night going, man, I'm in the lead, or I'm in the top 5. Can I hang in there? So, it's going to be interesting to watch how that's going to play out and how they get in their own heads.
Either that or they were up all night at the concert listening to Mini Kiss. So
yeah, and that's another thing I like to do, which I'm doing a little bit of here. So for the bouncers, they've got 2 options to go up over here. And a lot of times when you make a driver start thinking about options and stuff, a lot of times they'll drive a lot more hardcore or make a lot more mistakes because they're trying to make decisions last minute.
Well, it looks like a really good course out here. I know some of the drivers were joking, like, which part of the hill exactly are we going up? But we get one driver on there, they'll figure it out, and then all the rest of them are going. So.
They like to pick at me about where are we going, but it's well marked, and of course these guys study these hills very, very well. They study study these hills very well. You know, I actually would like to tape one off really well and not even let them look at the hill and let them go from blind. I think that'd be pretty entertaining.
Change it up a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Change it up and make the drivers drive blind. I think that would be a lot of fun too. But you know, and the truth is, they get up there, they do a game plan. But the truth is, when they lay that start line, that game plan usually goes out the window anyway.
Man, once you're in race mode, you're like, I don't know, that tree that I was going to stay to the left of, I don't even know where it is. That rock, yeah, that rock I was going to put my tire on is under me.
Bad bounce wipes away the game plan.
Yeah, both of you guys know, you both race, so I mean, you know that at the end of the day, when you leave the start line, most of that plan goes away real fast. And the further down the course, the worse that plan got anyway. So
it makes you feel slightly more prepared, though, to have at least been out on the hill.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you do bad, you know, you've got an excuse. So
Yeah.
Something like that. It was the drivers in front of you that messed up the course for you, obviously.
Took away my line.
yeah, one of the things that a lot of the drivers are talking about right before the finish line, there is a huge rock, and it's right in the middle of the course. So they'll have to make a lot of last-minute decisions on how to get around it. And the cool part about it is they can't see it until they come over to the last ledge. So they really won't even know how to deal with it until last second. So it'll be entertaining.
And again, talking about that strategy, I mean, that's definitely something you really need to walk the course and figure out. If you have choices there, what's your strategy going to be? And then also, you kind of, you know, when you have choices, you have to have a backup strategy. Like, okay, what if that hill starts becoming horribly bad? Now, what's your backup plan?
So
Aim for the top.
well, one of the big choices that the bouncers will have to make is right here when they come back down. They've got a choice of coming out into the water twice or going over that knoll and staying out of the water. So some of those guys will have to make a decision on whether they want to play in the water or not. You know, a lot of these guys have wide open intakes, so they try to steer clear of water. So, and I will say today we'll probably see a lot more. A couple of these hills are pretty wide, so we'll probably see a lot more of these UTVs and bouncers sidestepping and trying to drop in to try to skip some of the ledge. Sometimes it works, sometimes it puts you in a situation you can't recover from. So
You think we're going to see a lot more wrecks today?
Probably. You know, we actually, yesterday we took out quite a few UTV guys. I think in the bouncer class we only lost one guy with the motor. You know, he put...
Mark Neer with transfer case.
Okay, transfer case. Okay, so we lost two bouncers.
Yeah.
But in the UTV class, you know, we lost a couple out here that just absolutely cartwheeled.
Violent wrecks.
And of course, that was kind of the funny part about that is the bouncer guys are sitting back there watching, and they seen these crashes in the UTVs, and every one of these bouncers were just putting along through here because they're like, oh, we don't want to do that, except for Jake Pike.
Jake Pike.
And for Jake Pike, it paid off. You know, he gambled this tabletop and it paid off for him. But he was out of whack. You know, when he landed.
Yeah.
He was just like he was at Rush Springs last year.
Yeah, straight vertical and wide open throttle.
On one front tire.
Yeah.
So.
All right, well, it's going to be a good race today. We're getting pretty close to kicking things off, aren't we?
Yeah, what time is it?
10:14.
Well, you're the race manager. We start whenever you want to start, Clyde. That's the beauty of it.
I guess. All right. Well, I guess we're going to go get set up and test timers and make sure we're ready to go.
All right.
I'll let you guys handle it.
All right, everybody. This is Visions at Mid-America Outdoors. We are just about ready to send some UTVs and bouncers on this hillside behind us. We are going to head over and get set up.
All right. We'll see you shortly.
Good job, guys. You're mediocre. I'm trying to. I'm a slow starter.
All right, everybody, we are just about to kick off
You can pull the screen to the top 5 real quick.
the Bouncer and UTV hill climbs here at Visions. You just saw a couple driver interviews. Hopefully you guys are getting to know the drivers a little bit better. You can see the top 5 times from yesterday up on the screen for the UTV Hill 1.
Okay. Yep, those are our bouncers. Well, it says UTV kill climb, so that's number 1 is Tim Cameron. Number 2 is Paul Wolf, again nipping right there on his heels. Wade Good, the infamous Wade Good, is sitting in 3rd. Cash LaCroix is in 4th.
And Wyatt Wilson rounding out the top 5 for Hill 1 UTV class yesterday. Those guys have had all night
Yes.
stew over
And they watched
what
some,
they're going to do today.
and they watched some pretty horrific wrecks yesterday, so they're going to make sure they don't
We
repeat
had a
that.
couple crazy ones for sure.
All right. Looks like our bouncers are popping up here. Jake Pike is currently sitting in 1st. Adam Kuntz is right there behind him on 2nd place. Danny Smith, Smoking Time, in 3rd. Brandon Davis with the IFS buggies in 4th. And Tim Cameron is in 5th. So that's your top 5 for the bouncer class today. And again, they're going to try to hit that podium spot. I think they're paying out to the first 10 places, so they're already in the money. Now it's they trying to get on the podium.
Definitely some incentive out here this week. So we are in Jay, Oklahoma. We're at Mid-America Outdoors. If you've somehow missed that so far, well, you better go ahead and get on out from under that rock you've been under.
Yes.
And come check things out. We've been live all week. We're actually sitting here with Miles, who's been live feed all week. And they've been working really hard to make sure that everybody who's not able to be here in person can still get in on all this fun and racing madness that is going on here at Visions. And it's only Wednesday.
Yes, yes. This is like day
It's
3.
weird to be racing on a Tuesday and a Wednesday.
It's very weird.
So,
Normally we're doing this on Saturday, Sunday, you know.
yeah.
Eric Hagan, I think there is the top 10 is a payout for racers. Watchers, I don't know if the top 10 watchers get a payout
We'll
necessarily.
pay you out in gratitude.
Yes, yes. What's up, Jed Harper?
You guys have a nice aerial view up there on the screen right now, and kind of see what the racing arena looks like from our awesome drone shot. I believe we've got Lucas to thank for that.
Heck
Bringing
yeah.
some really great footage this week. I hope you guys have been able to tune in and see some of the other things that have been going on. There's been pit bike racing, motocross stunt shows, bull riding and biking.
Yes.
And of course, yesterday we had Hill 1 for the UTVs and bouncers. Tomorrow there's short course, several classes in short course UTV racing. Friday will be the Ultra 4s and the endurance, and Saturday is going to be the knockout. So, and not to mention all the concerts and everything else that's going on between. There was drag racing up behind the shop last night. There was concert last night. Tonight, I'm pretty excited for the rock concert. There's Saving Abel, Puddle of Mud, Everclear. It's, I think it's going to be a pretty good show.
Yeah, it looks like it's.
Saw Trace Adkins on Monday.
Yeah.
Monday night out here.
For all of our country fans out there.
There is truly such a little bit of everything, a lot of everything here for the families, for the kids.
Yes.
My almost 8-year-old nephew is here, and we hung out in the pool yesterday. He was pretty excited. He got to come watch the race, and then we got to go hang out in the pool. That doesn't happen very often. That combination. So it's an awesome atmosphere out here.
I say it's just absolutely, the amenities here are incredible. You know, lots of nice white rock or asphalt you're parking on, or the hookups for RVs, Wi-Fi for the campers. It's pretty impressive. So it's awesome to see. And then obviously right now we're setting easy up. I have a little bit of a cool breeze going by, so it's a great day for racing. Sunny, not too hot, a little warm this morning. So we'll see how it turns out today.
Jimmy Flynn, we should be live on all the usual avenues: the SRS page, Mad Ram 11, Busted Knuckle, Ultra 4. I believe we should be in all the usual places. Jesse Williams, I wish you were out here with us. Eric, Matt did bring his Tupperware.
Yes.
Snacky snacks
yes.
Today.
Hashtag priorities. Hashtag snacky snacks.
Matt, would you like to run through our sponsor list? For
yes.
Some of the folks helping make this whole event happen.
And a huge shout out to these guys for helping put this event on and helping making this possible. Fuel Works, huge shout out to those guys. Maxxis Tires, I know there's some buggies sitting up in their booth. Go up and check them out. And they sponsor a ton of guys out here. Gates Belts, so they do a lot of belts for racers and side by sides. There are a lot of the bouncer guys run their premium series belts with the green back on it. Evolution Power Sports, I know Paul Wolf is up there tuned with them, helping get everything dialed in for the side by side race. HMF Pipes, I know a lot of guys run some of their stuff. Oklahoma Ford dealers, they help make it possible, as well as supply some of the trucks. Raceline Wheels, they're out here. A ton of the bouncer guys run Racelines, so huge shout out to Raceline Wheels for helping keep all the bouncer drivers going. Rugged Radios is awesome. They help team up with the Ultra 4 series. They team up with the Southern Rock Racing series. I know they sponsor a lot of drivers that provide radio systems for, and they help tune pretty much any of their own equipment, which is super great to see. Love seeing those guys come out, and they're all super nice to work with. King of Hammers, we get hanging out with those guys quite a bit. Texas Motor Works, 360 Wraps, Motor Race Tire, the Off-Road Syndicate, Rigid Lights. Again, Rigid does a ton of stuff for off-road racing guys, so helping keep us lit up at night. The bouncers don't do a ton of racing at night, but at King of Hammers, the shootout is lit up by Rigid, and a lot of guys run Rigid Lights, so huge shout out to them. And then that's going, so it looks like Bree's over there doing some math, trying to get our figured out who's our racing guys today. And yesterday we ran the odds first and then evens. Today we're running the evens first and then the odds. I know some of the drivers talked about where they fall in the running order today. It's a little different than yesterday because we changed some things up, and that way you don't end up with being at the start of both days or being in the end both days, because the course can change so much, good and bad, when racing. And that way it tries to make it as fair as possible for everybody. Ultimately, there's no true way to make it fair, but we try to be as fair as possible. So
I believe that we are going to have Daniel Callahan, and it looks like we've got a live in-cab view today.
Heck yeah. That is sick.
Awesome. Stepping things up here at Mid-America this week for Visions.
And they talked about this, but the fact we're actually seeing it is insane. You guys are going to get an absolute treat. Again, there's some of our guys from the Point One Racing. They're running our, helping do our safety stuff this weekend, and they're running the recovery. Huge shout out to the Total Off-Road Podcast. Those guys are out here helping do some of our recovery. They're based out of Central Illinois, like me. Shelby St. Clair up there working the starting line now. JT, for those of you who don't know JT, he's usually the crazy man behind the scenes with pretty much anything Ultra 4. He's out here running, helping out today.
Oh, I don't have those. Garion does.
Again, there's a great drone shot of all the course. This start off is a much longer than we usually have. So
yeah, we've got a really nice long course yesterday and today, which I like seeing that for the drivers. You know, it takes so long just to get strapped into these buggies sometimes. Well, really, every time you're getting strapped in for full race mode. It's nice to see them have a nice long course, get that extra seat time instead of just, you know, hitting straight up one hill and that's it.
Having a 12-second run time.
Yeah. I believe I remember that there was a 11-second run that won something one time.
I believe it.
That was, you know, a straight up hill climb. Somewhere between 11 and 14 seconds, and that was it.
I've seen some Dirty Turtle courses that were pretty quick. I've seen a couple parks that had real quick, at least not both courses were, some was longer, but we've been to some off-road parks where the first course was pretty quick. And again, obviously looking at time constraints and looking at course layout, and depending on the off-road park, that's how the course can lay out. Versus Ultra 4, who's as like King of Hammers is like the first time finisher rolls off at 14 hours, and they go until about 22 hours, you know, solid. Like there's a couple guys out on course just trying to get across the finish line, you know.
Totally different animal.
Yeah, totally. Wade Good pimping on by.
There goes Wade. What are you up to?
Infamous Wade Good.
Nothing good, I'm sure. That speaker about took him out.
Yeah. Zach yelled in the speaker right as Wade Good walked by and about scared him to death.
Eric, it's a good question. Some of these bouncers don't. The gas tank size was kind of an afterthought. You just squeeze it in wherever you can.
Yeah, it's so true. So true. Mine's a solid like 4.2 gallons, you know.
Yeah, yours is pretty tiny.
Trying to cut some weight, you know.
Pretty tiny.
Clint Garrison, or not Clint Garrison, Clint that runs the General 2.0, his is like 32 gallons. It's like, he's like, I need almost all of that to do 2 courses. I'm like, wow.
You rev it like 3 times.
Yeah.
And it goes half the gas tank.
He runs like 705 cubic inches though. So, I mean, pretty good sized engine. He said it can be bored out to like an 833. I'm like, that is a huge engine. So when you have that many cubic inches, you have to have a lot of fuel. Their injectors are like a shotgun shell. It's huge, you know. And he definitely wraps it out too. I know the formerly known as Agnes, now it's the Karen buggy. Since they built a new chassis, they have another huge engine, huge injectors. I think they run a 28-gallon fuel cell.
All right, it's 10:29. That means we should have a buggy on the line ready to rock and roll. Who all was watching yesterday and got to see Hill 1 for the UTVs and the bouncers? We had a couple of crazy cartwheels from some of our UTVs. Hopefully everyone's got this tabletop figured out for today. Daniel Callahan, our first driver of the day, kicking off the UTV class.
Getting a little squirrely coming off that second jump. Again, you can see the end cab there. There we go.
So they are going up Hill 2.
And they turn around right there. They're going to have a little quick little U-turn. You can see kind of a notch right there. And now they're coming down at what we're going to call Hill 3. Obviously, you can tell how steep that is. there.
hill that the bouncers were going up yesterday. The UTVs are now going up, and today it's day 2, and we got to make things a little more challenging and keep these guys on their toes. So stepping everything up a little bit, and the courses are going to be even a little bit longer today.
Day 1 is, usually he tries to make it difficult but not impossible.
Give everyone a chance to get some points on the board.
Get some points on the board, get comfortable, make sure the buggy's dialed in, you get a great shakedown run. Day 2 or course 2 is usually, that's when the big boys roll out. So we'll see how it goes today. Again, we talked about having a so much longer course, there's a lot more room for errors. So we'll see how that plays in today.
I'm loving the drone footage and the in-cab.
I love the in-cab
views. That was an 88.628 for Daniel Callahan. Jerry Gray. Jerry Gray is up next. He did have a DNF yesterday, so hopefully he can
get some points.
Get himself some points today.
Again, we had some breakage yesterday. Whoa, Gillo's running Hell's Revenge. Looks a little loose right there.
So this is a fresh hill that has not been raced on yet, so it's pretty loose up there.
I'll say it looks like he sank down there pretty quick. Whoa!
Riding up that bank.
And then having to make that turn on a hill is pretty crazy. Line it up. Whoa, get up there. Woo! And that hill is so
I think we're going to see a lot of that skating back and forth on this hillside today.
And the thing is that bottom half is super steep, and you think that's the worst part, but there's some lips up there that you have to check up on that are pretty steep. And again, with a side-by-side, obviously being a lot smaller scale than a big bouncer. All right, he's out the top, I think. So yeah, with some of those lips up there being, obviously a side-by-side's a lot smaller scale, so you have to check up even more and really kind of push it at the top of there. Dan Carter on the line. Dan the man, running the Rock Life buggy. He was running a tube chassis buggy. He has a full body as well. His wraps are always pretty sick. Shout out Dan Carter.
Dan's one of my favorite racers because he is here with everything he's got. I've seen him lead a buggy in a buggy because he's
That was a 131.173 for Jerry Gray, and Dan Carter is on the line now. What's up, Chief Cold Iron? It definitely is a good week. The live GoPro shot is dope. Yes, it is. Best live footage ever. Thanks, Isaac. Huge shout out to the Ultra 4 crew and everyone, all of our media out here that have been working really hard to bring you guys some great footage this week. For everybody that can't be here in person, or even if you can and you just haven't been able to make it to every single event that's been going on and be able to watch it, to be able to go check it out online, these guys are working real hard for you.
Get a great shot of that race line banner. That's our finish line the guys are ripping through. The finish line where the laser beam is actually set up is about 6 feet before that. So once they break that beam, they can start shutting it down. But obviously, until that point, they want to run as fast as they can. All right, clock gets hot with Dan Carter. Again, Dan likes to push it pretty hard. He's a pretty competitive racer in the side-by-side class. Making smooth work of the corner. Coming over here, getting our line picked. Got that big number 3 in the roof, and there we go.
Nice. He crawled right up there.
Yeah, it did. It was super smooth. Again, trying to pick a line can make a big difference. So might have bumped out of gear. I think he made high gear, and then right around the corner he shifted to low.
I don't know. He's not moving. Got JT heading over to assess the situation.
McKeith's over there.
When you hear a clunk, and the vehicle just starts moving.
And you can see a giant white rock there where it looks like several drivers have hit it. Not sure if it's you kind of stick it out, they're bellying out on it, or and that's right before that big jump. So
for everybody that is just joining in on the live feed, we are at Mid-America Outdoors in Jay, Oklahoma for the premier off-road racing event of the year, I would definitely say.
Yes, I would agree.
Visions Off-Road, and it's been a crazy couple of days, and you know it's only Wednesday. We're only halfway through.
It's crazy to think that, like, today's Wednesday and we're only halfway through the week.
So we are on Hill 2 right now for the UTV class. We did Hill 1 yesterday. Our top 5 from yesterday's Hill 1 was Tim Cameron, followed by Paul Wolf, Wade Good, Cash LeCroy, and Wyatt Wilson. And we're only 3 drivers in today, so if you're just joining us, welcome to the fun. And it looks like Dan Carter is getting recovered off the hill. Ooh, we're on the screen now. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, and unfortunate for Dan, that kind of stinks. You know, Dan usually comes out and puts on a heck of a show. He's pretty crazy.
What is Zach doing?
I don't know. Is sitting down on him, resting his feet there.
Whoever.
Looks like he's in the river. I'm not sure.
All right, looks like we should have Cash lined up next.
Cash LeCroy coming up.
Old Cash Money.
Racing his buggy there.
Hashtag cool like Cash.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
going to make that a thing.
I like it.
It's going to happen. All right, who got to watch yesterday's Hill 1? And if you did, whose run was your favorite? I know I really enjoyed watching Melissa Robertson in Misdemeanor Buggy, just ripping on that hill. She's having some motor issues, didn't have the power she needed, but she was working that rear steer.
She was.
Putting on a show. Watching Timmy recover his very near roll bicycle at the bottom of the hill. And then
Jake Pike.
Yeah, Jake coming out of that tabletop. And here is Cash Money himself. I'm on Hill 1 yesterday. Oh, Eric, you know I have the notebook.
Again, trying to make quick work of that corner?
So.
What? Yeah. Oh!
Oh, come on, Cat. Just clawing his way up.
Just it to win it there. Getting out the top there. Yeah, again, that bottom half of that is very steep, and that's one of the hardest parts of the course. But right above that is pretty difficult for the side-by-side, just because how big those lip are.
That's going to be a good time. .029.
That's our new leader. Wow.
Fastest time so far.
Yeah.
The crowd loved it.
Heading through that finish line, hitting a big splash of water.
All right, Paul Wolf is on the line next.
Again, Paul.
Cash just put down an 80.0. We're only, what, 4 drivers in. You guys, what do you think is going to be the fastest time on the hills today for the UTVs?
Running a Can-Am full body, which is amazing to see.
Floating over. The suspension.
Yes. Just soaking up those jumps.
And Paul means business. He's entered 4.
Oh!
Oh, no.
No!
Oh, that's the worst.
He went a little higher. He went about 8 foot up farther than everybody else. And
oh, no.
to pick a different line, and he was most of the way over it and couldn't quite make it over.
Come on, Paul. You know he's in there.
Man.
Rocking back.
Yeah. That stinks.
Oh, no.
That stinks. Man. Had probably the fastest run going, and picked a little different line than everybody else. It went a little higher on the course, and just couldn't. Got a high centered and can't quite get undone. Man,
you know that's incredible.
Oh,
I think probably if you've raced for any length of time, it's happened to all of us at one point or another.
And knowing you're,
I've done it.
and the worst part, you know while you're sitting, your clock is ticking, you know.
And then you're just getting madder and madder.
Oh, so frustrating.
Okay, well, the good news is Paul is racing 4 different classes this week. So he's going to have some other opportunities to lay down some quick times.
Man, that stinks. He's rocking it, but I don't think it's going to pull it enough.
That's just like the perfect wrong.
Yes.
Setup right there.
Man, that stinks. What a bummer.
You know he's got to be frustrated, but also maybe in the back of his mind thinking about the 2 other races that he's
I'm sure.
That he's planning to drive the same car in.
And again, that's Paul Wolf in the Can-Am full body. We have a couple guys running full bodies this weekend.
Like a turtle on a fence post. So sad.
Man, that stinks. I said it looked like it was wiggling forward just enough, but.
Well, you know, if he actually does get off that berm and he's got some time left, he will go tearing through this course.
Now they're helping him.
Recovery on there, helping him out now.
So in our series, you can continue to, as long as you're making forward progress, you continue until your time. As long as you're still making forward progress after your time, you can continue. He's going up and down, but unfortunately not forward. So once the recovery guys step in, his run's over, which is, again, super unfortunate, but just needed a little bit of push there. Man, that stinks.
Shout out to our recovery, as always. Thank you to the guys who are so quick on their feet and willing to scale these hills and get to everybody that needs a hand out there. Keep the fire extinguishers close and be ready for anything.
And we had some interesting. We had a motor blow yesterday. We had some, and they were on it pretty quick. So
Trent Ratcliffe should be up on the line next.
Jay Stort's walking through in his new buggy called Forward to Play. Paul said, "It's okay if I finish the course, no big deal."
Oh, man.
Man, that stinks.
I'm not going to go try and talk to Paul for a little
Yeah,
while.
yeah.
I don't think he's going to be in the mood for
Yeah.
any conversation.
Yeah, when I lose a race,
Wouldn't be.
I say, like, lose a race that I knew I should have won, that's the worst thing. Like,
Well, and when you lose a race by getting turtled like that,
Yeah.
I mean, it just sucks.
or something silly breaks, like a bolt, like a $2 bolt. You know, you hate seeing. You know, it's one thing if you have an epic crash like the side-by-sides in front of us yesterday. At least you have
some pretty epic crashes.
At least you have great video coverage. But breaking a $2 bolt for some part that,
Let's look on the bright side. The Can-Am is all in one piece.
It
for
is.
The rest of the week.
It is, and he's got he's doing like
Still gonna
quadruple
do the
duty this
short course
weekend.
And the knockout, I believe, is what he signed.
Oh, okay.
For, so.
And again, that's his full body, so he has a couple other Can-Ams here, so I'm not sure what he's racing for each category. Everybody giving him a hand as he's leaving.
All right, Trent Ratcliffe up next.
Again, Trent's bug is a little bit longer side by side, which helps in some of the bigger, steeper hills. Airing it out there. That's that Paul Wolf line there. Oh, looks like he made it over. There we go. Looks like he had a little bit more over that, which carried him forward enough to clear it. So
I wonder if the drivers could see what happened to Paul from the starting line.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe.
gonna assume probably not, because it's a good ways down the hill.
especially if you're sitting in your buggy.
Yeah. Good line going up that left side.
Out the top. Again, make pretty good quick work of those ledges. Again, his chassis is a little bit longer. That might help him on some of those lips, but see if we can get a good time here. Looks like he had a pretty smooth run going. Again, judging by how we've had a lot of failures, so again, just being able to complete both courses would definitely put you up there. And again, I think you're paying out the top 10 spots, so as long as you can finish in the top 10, you're automatically getting money.
There's that big rock that Clark mentioned. The driver's going to have to decide what to do with that when they get to the bottom of the hill. 105.002.
There we go. That's third place right now.
So our fastest time right now is Cash with an 80.0. Then Daniel Callahan with an 88. And Trent Ratcliffe with a 105. Wade Good should be on the line. Wade had a third place time for yesterday's hill.
Infamous Wade Good coming up. Again, there's a lot of guys that wanted to knock him down, so we'll see how he does.
Whoa! Business.
Well, there we go. Up and over. That's going to be a quick time. Big keep it together. Come on, Wade. Come on, come on. the top he goes. There we go. This may be our new leader.
It's got to be the time to beat.
I say Wade's pretty quick going downhill as well. Wow, he went real high and dropped in. Woo! Whoa! Woo! Wow.
68.790. I think it goes without saying that is our new fastest time.
Wow. By 20 seconds. That is our new leader by 20 seconds. Wade Good.
12 seconds.
12 seconds. 12 seconds.
But still, a lot.
I saw the 88. I was like, man.
Cash had an 80, so that means it's Wade, then Cash, then Daniel Callahan right now.
That's going to be a hard time to beat. I know there's some guys up there that could do it.
I think I saw someone predicted a 65 would be our fastest time of today. Maybe James Cantrell said that.
James Cantrell, he could probably set a 65 out here. He's kind of a kamikaze driver.
Yeah, James, where are you at?
Him and Cole Shirley team up usually and run that Mad Ram side-by-side out of King Hammers. Who's this, Cooper? I don't know.
This is Cooper Bentley.
It's Cooper Bentley running right now. Again, he was our very first driver off the line yesterday. Oh! Again, he hit that same... Again, he hit that same spot at the bottom of the hill. There's a rock sticking out. You can see several guys have bellied out their skid plane on it. So definitely feel those in the morning. And again, Cooper was our very first driver out the gate yesterday. So.
Yep, he had to line out the course.
Yeah.
And set the bar for everybody.
And it looks like he's going to have a pretty quick time. Wow.
82.534.
Yeah, 82 seconds. That puts him in third place, I think. Yeah. Speaking of crazy drivers, DC Thompson's up next. And DC Thompson, I used to call him the kamikaze driver. He's like, oh, no, I'm always saying that. But he literally drives his buggy on the ragged edge. He leaves nothing left to the imagination. I've seen him break his gas pedal off during a race.
Oh, so many ways.
Yes, yes.
DC Thompson is definitely... DC can drive.
He can.
When he can hold everything together.
When it stays together.
We know it's always going to be interesting when DC takes to the course.
Yeah.
You know, something I've heard about DC, but I've never actually seen him do before, is that he's really good on a bike, like bicycle bike.
Yes,
like
yes.
Stunt tricks, all kinds of stuff. I would like to see that.
I would.
He should do our halftime show.
I agree.
If we had a halftime show.
Yes, yes.
And a bicycle.
And I heard Dennis Anderson in the King Slink's going to do some little stunt show after.
I think they auctioned off some rides.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe last night.
Okay.
Something like that.
I heard he's going to do some little stunts. Do some stunts after.
For a charity.
Wow.
For charity, they auctioned off some rides at King Slink last night.
That is incredible.
It could happen. Oh, it's allowed.
All right, what's DC doing down there? Here he comes.
Here we go. Sailing around the corner. Get around there. Come on. Oh, come on. There you go. Come on. almost out the top. There we go. Again, that's going to be a good time. He did get hung up a little bit, but... Oh, he's making quick work of the downhill section. Here we go.
77.780.
Woo.
For DC Thompson, and Jake Christensen Jr. is now on the line.
Wow. And that's second place, I think?
Let's see. Right now, Wade Good is still in the lead with a 68, followed by Cash with an 80. And then DC with a 77. That's our top three right now. Cooper Bentley, fourth with an 82. And then Daniel Callahan with an 88. Those are top five currently for Hill 1. We are almost halfway through UTV Hill 2, and Jake Christensen Jr. is on the course. And Noisy Boy.
Running Noisy Boy. He's one of our regular season drivers as well. No stranger to some steep hills. Oh, man, that stinks.
Come on, Jake.
Come on. Come on. Three hops is time. Come on, get up there. I love it. Wait, you'd walk by just shaking his head like, oh man, I could have been faster.
Andy, yes, you are correct. I can't talk and watch the race.
Yes.
And do math.
Yes.
And take notes and listen to the radio all at the same time.
Yes. And watch out for
That's
flying
what I
rocks.
have you guys for. The internet keeps us in line.
Watching for flying rocks, you know.
It looks like I see some hand signals in there.
So I'm not sure if he broke something or he's just giving him a little guidance.
Daniel Heckley going over to check things out.
Daniel Heckley giving him some words of encouragement. Trying to give him some pointers, probably.
Hey, what do you guys think about the drone footage and that ride-along GoPro
That was insane.
footage? We have names and times on the screen.
We do. It is impressive.
I'm loving it.
Man, that stinks. He was giving her all she had.
All right, Tyler Bradley is going to be on the lights.
Yeah. Coming up, taking his time, approaching the line. There we go. Oh, come on. Come on. Back up a little bit and gas it. Of course, when you're on a hill on the side, man.
That's a sketchy spot.
That's a super sketchy spot.
Sideways on a hill,
Like,
stuck in between that berm and the bank.
I know the angles on this thing do not do it justice. He's literally sitting at the top of a hill on the side. There we go.
There it is.
Come on.
ledge at the top. Grabbed it.
That top ledge is really tall. Again, he has a shorter side-by-side, so a shorter side-by-side might have a little more trouble than this one with a little bit longer stretch wheelbase. And now the downhill section. There's a couple of really big rocks for bouncers, much less a side-by-side. So we'll see what kind of time he can set there. The good news is downhill, you at least have gravity working with you. I've seen a lot of guys take that real far wide approach on coming downhill because of that rock at the bottom. So we'll see if the bouncers kind of do that same line.
150.707 for Tyler Bradley. All right, we are waiting on our drivers.
Yes, Meryl, this is some good racing here. This is definitely getting out there, putting it on the edge. We got about, I think, 5 to 8 more side-by-side races going on. And then we're going to kick off the bouncers. And again, this is yesterday was course 1, today is course 2, and then this Saturday coming, we got knockout races. Not going to want to miss, so.
All right, Adam Coots is on the line.
All right. He's running a side-by-side and big bouncer today. So, Adam Kuntz doing double duty this weekend. Adam had a pretty good time on the side-by-side yesterday. He was a 62. That was pretty competitive. We'll see if he can't set a quick time.
I'll do a quick run through of yesterday's top 5. It was Tim Cameron, followed by Paul Wolf, then Wade Good, Cash, Lee Croy, and Wyatt Wilson. That was for yesterday on Hill 1. And right now on Hill 2, Wade is sitting in the lead with a 68.7. That's the time to beat right now.
All right.
And Adam Coots.
He's running shake and bake.
Is on the course.
His fan club sitting over here to the right of us, cheering him on. His daughter raced the 170 class earlier this week. Had a lot of fun with that. Come on, get up there. Oh, come on. That's so frustrating to be on a hill that far up and wide open throttle and you're starting to slide backward. Come on, get up there. Oh, clipped a tree or a rut or something there. Backing up, trying to keep his momentum. There we go. There we go. And again, with that, you know, when you hit that, it launches you in the air, so it loses a lot of your momentum there. So.
Oh man, he was just fighting tooth and nail.
I know. Woo! Come on, get up there. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there.
That's one of those, you hear it clunk and things stop moving.
Yeah.
Uh-oh kind of moments.
He's probably trying to see what exactly went wrong. And if we heard that, he clearly heard that. I say it could have been just a rock hitting the bottom of the cage, but that sounded like a metal on metal breakage. Again, as long as you have brakes, you're pretty good. All right, out the top. Through the finish line, see if we can get his time.
1:45.623 for Adam. Michael Bartlett is now on the line. Hey, wait. You're in third right now. Yeah.
Are you serious?
No?
Really? Man, that's crazy.
Alright, Michael Bartlett's out on the course. Looks like DC's buggy's doing double
Yeah,
duty. I think
yeah.
that might be how we got a little mix up in our lineup
Maybe.
there.
And DC, they said they took apart some link bars and changed the stuff around last night. So we'll see if it helps today.
Get a little car wash there. Woo!
What driver is the current King of Hammers champion? What driver is the current King of Hammers?
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's inside the book. Okay, that was strange. The reason for wearing a shootout. Alright, I heard it's over here, and he is in agreement with us today, and he's going to try something earlier. His plan is to knock
Look at-
this up. So here it is.
Zach's out there giving away. Sorry?
77.940 for Michael Bartlett.
Zach's out there giving some prizes away to the crowd. They were throwing some T-shirts and hats out yesterday to kids, so doing some races.
Jonathan O'Mary is on the line.
And he's racing for Wes Keene this weekend. Shout out to Wes Keene. He's at home healing up.
Seen a lot of West Keene T-shirts
Yep.
around and wristbands.
I seen somebody had a big logo, Wes Keene logo at their campsite last night lit up. It was pretty neat.
Alright, we got this guy driving that buggy coming at us.
Good looking chassis. Oh, that's not good. That does not sound good. Hopefully.
In a tough spot right now.
There we go. There we go. I wasn't sure if he broke it or just popped out of gear, but since he's back moving again, maybe that sounds like some kind of like a stripped out spline on an axle, maybe. Yeah, I think we're hearing that he might have broke a belt on the radio. Man, that stinks.
Greg Meadows, yes. Trent Ratcliffe did race. He had a 105.002. We are thinking that Jonathan O'Mary has smoked him out. What? Where did you get that?
Would you like a daylight donut?
Where did you get that?
In town at like a custom donut shop yesterday.
Matt just like out of nowhere produced a bag of donuts sitting on the table. Yeah.
I went to a donut shop yesterday. I have a hole in the wall like homemade donut shop, and it was amazing.
It's transmission.
Oh man.
We got some people asking where we are. We are in Jay, Oklahoma at Mid-America Outdoors. This is the Visions event. If you're wondering why on earth we're racing on a Wednesday, that's because we are here for the whole week at Visions Off-Road. And we had Hill 1 for the Bouncer and UTV Hill Climb yesterday. We are in the middle of Hill 2 right now for the UTV class. Have just a few more UTVs to wrap up, and then we'll be moving right into the Bouncers. And if you want to watch more Bouncer and UTV action, there will be knockout racing on Saturday. Tomorrow is UTV short course in multiple classes. Friday is some Ultra 4 racing, endurance racing, probably something else I'm forgetting. Oh, you know what? I have the itinerary. Let me get it out.
Get our official cheat sheet here.
Tonight, I'm excited for the rock concert. Saving Abel, Puddle of Mud, Everclear. Sounds like it'll be a good time. Tomorrow is the Pro UTV short course along with the Vets Women's Amateur class. There's a motocross stunt show and some more live music tomorrow night. Friday is Ultra 4 and some more live music in the evening. Saturday is the Bouncer and UTV knockout races. I see some Barbie Jeep downhill racing on the schedule for Saturday afternoon.
Did you hear there's a $5,000 payout for Barbie Jeep racing?
What?
And it's free to enter.
Why are they going to use it to pay for a hospital bill?
I'm like,
You ever
bro.
seen that Barbie Jeep racing?
Yeah, but I'm thinking
Crazy.
$0 enter, $5,000 prize.
Matt, we need to find you a Barbie Jeep.
I am racing.
Let's go to Walmart tonight.
I'm like, oh, you can probably drive around town and buy one for $100, you know?
Let's do it. All right, everybody heard it. Matt's racing the Barbie Jeep on Saturday. And then Saturday, of course, is the big Mega and Monster Truck show. That ought to be pretty cool. They're going to be attempting to set some records and just putting on a show for the crowd out here. It's going to be a good time.
And
so there you have it. If you are not able to make it in person for the week, we've got an awesome crew out here that's been working really hard to bring you live feeds for all of the racing, and there's a media crew working really hard to just catch lots of good footage and pictures.
And
so
in-car,
everybody at home can
which
have an
is
idea of what's going on.
Yeah, and the in-car, which is amazing.
Yeah, today we've added the in-car footage, which is really
I cannot
fun to
wait
watch.
to stick one of those on a Bouncer just to see how awesome it is. And we've been talking about doing that for a while, you know, with the Southern Arc Racing Series. So having the capability now is a lot of fun. Also, the Barbie Jeep race. Since Mid-America is known for having a pool, Jason said, hey, we're not going to finish like a normal Barbie Jeep race. We're going to finish into water. So the finish line is you jump off a ramp and land in water at the Barbie Jeep. So I'm like, that's...
Oh my goodness.
So it's kind of fun, and you also have a $5,000 possible take-home. So I'm pretty stoked about it. Man, that stinks. Everybody give him a round of applause. That stinks. Hate to come that far. And
That was Jonathan O'Mary getting a little help off the course. We've got a handful of UTV drivers left. Where's my donut, Matt?
I got several in there to choose from. I also got some cereal. I got some granola bars, some Dunkaroos. I got a little of everything in there, you know.
Everything that's not gluten-free.
Yes, not gluten-free, not sugar-free. There's probably some
YOLO.
some calories. There's MSG in there, probably. You know, a little bit of everything. You know, all the unhealthy stuff. You know, the good guys.
That looks like a bag of dog food.
Yeah, it's actually Reese's breakfast cereal. It's like chocolate and peanut butter Reese's. It's really good. I'll throw a bag of it in there sometimes, just kind of snack on it. I also got like some popcorn in there. That you kind of need a microphone or a microwave for. So probably not something we're gonna have out here in the middle of an off-road park. But we also got some candy bars, some Kit Kat, you know, the muffins.
Eric Hagen, there you go. You asked for proof.
Yep. Yeah, we try to come prepared, you know. Snacky snacks are important. I mean, racing's fun, but, you know, everybody's got to eat, you know what I'm saying? Zach out there doing our announcing, showing love to everybody. Shout out to all the brave cameramen, like taking rocks, dodging rocks to make sure you get awesome shots for us today.
Zach came out here just to watch and hang out. I want to know how he ended up out there with a microphone.
Yeah, because he's Henri. He appreciates that. I think everybody appreciates how Henri he is.
Matt, what does the word Henri mean to you?
Well,
Just curious.
Henri.
People want to know. People need to know.
Henri is like something like my grandma says a lot. My grandma Holt was my grandma Marshall too. My great grandma Marshall. It means kind of like silly and like slightly mischievous.
Show the camera your snacks.
Oh yeah, definitely. We got our snacks are priority here, people. Like we come prepared. You know, when you're out for an off-road park, when you come to an off-road park, usually they're very remote. With Mid-America, we have a local town where you're 60 seconds from getting all kinds of snacks. But we come prepared. We got a little bit of everything. We got some Dungaroos. We got some fruit snacks, little Mountain Dew. We muffins. Ding dong, because everybody likes chocolate. So usually
Matt is the co-hostess with the mostest.
it is. Usually we're out in like the middle of the desert, like at King of Hammers. You're 20 miles from town, so you have to come prepared. Or if you're in town, you can try to grab as much snacks for your friends. Make sure you're providing some substance through the week.
Ethan Martin probably wish he'd got some of these snacky snacks right after this run. We do share.
We do.
People are nice
We
to
do.
share.
Woo! Reese's cereal.
Come on, Ethan. There it is.
Ethel again running that tunnel vision buggy. He's making quick time right now. The production crew came over and said, we're giving away a free Jeep, but it's actually Miles' Jeep. So he said, no, we're not giving away my Jeep. I don't think your wife would appreciate that. Just giving away a vehicle. We're giving away our car, There would be a discussion when you got home, right? Ooh.
77.445.
Wow. Wow, look at that.
That is second place time. So Wade Good with a 68.7 is still the time to beat, but Ethan Martin just found a 77.4. And DC Thompson with a 77.7. And Michael Bartlett with a 77.9.
3/10. And then another 0.2 of a second between second and fourth place. That is incredible. That is incredible. That's like half of a second, 0.7 seconds difference between second, third, and fourth. That's when you know it's tight racing. And that's up and down several hills. So
it is crazy that the times stay that tight on a course this long.
Yeah. You have like a mile starting off here. Got TC, Tim Cameron, ripping through the whoops here.
Tim Cameron, fastest time yesterday on Hill 1.
Yeah, we know he's going to slide around that corner. He's watching everybody today. We'll see what his game plan is. What? Okay, there we go. I saw it.
Make sure he didn't get
Oh
stuck
yeah,
there.
he definitely watched Poles run. Come on. That's a smooth run. There we go, out the top. He's fast. I think that might be our new leader.
Is he going to beat 68.7?
He's coming down. Whoa! Our new leader.
6'4.703.
Wow, that is hauling.
So Timmy just pushed Wade down to second place.
Man.
And Martin down to third.
Wow, that is incredible. So I think, unless Timmy can knock Timmy down, I think that puts him at first for the weekend.
Spencer Grindstaff.
Getting coming in quick, drifting around that corner. Whoa! Airing it out. Again, a couple of these guys I think must have saw Paul get hot up.
This is Spencer Grindstaff.
Uh-oh. I think it might have kicked out of gear. Come on, come on. Go, baby, go.
Ben Casey, the Barbie Jeep Racing is scheduled for
Saturday, I believe. Saturday.
After the knockout racing.
And again, from what I understand, you race side by side and then go up, and whoever wins goes on to the next round. So it's not everybody racing at once. You're racing multiple rounds like a knockout race.
Barbie Jeeps?
Yes. Like a knockout race. 2 p.m. All right, that's 2 p.m. on Saturday. And you're not going to want to miss that. That is grown men going at it wild crazy on like a neon pink the Barbie Jeep.
98.800 for Spencer.
Which shows that like even the toughest guys will race a Barbie Jeep just because you're racing, you know?
And I believe Wyatt Wilson's going to be up next.
Wyatt Wilson screaming down here in the test subject buggy. Whoa, sliding around that corner.
Hey, Morgan, Michael Bartlett had a 77.9.
Man, he is hauling. Ooh, down the water a little bit. That may have been his plan. Man. He's making quick time. He's making quick time. I don't think he's fast enough to be a leader, but he might be on the podium. Getting a lot of guys hanging that far, far right side.
Oh, no!
Woo! Wow!
69.790. Let me get a confirmation on that. I believe he just, what did he just cartwheel through the finish line? Can I confirm that time? What was his time?
Wow.
69.790.
Wow.
In the best finish of the day.
Yes, by far. Sure. So 69.790. That is a smoking time. And I think that's third right now.
All right, let me go do my mathematicals here.
I think that's good enough for third, I think.
That wraps up our UTV class.
There. Come on, you know what song? Yeah, I feel. I take care of my people. Make a lot of friends with a bowl full of snacks, you know what I'm saying? Hey, everybody's got to eat. Man, he was hauling. And what a heck of a way to finish. I mean, coming like two wheels, cartwheeling through the finish line, that's impressive, and was still able to get a time. So
I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that later.
Yeah.
I couldn't see it from where we were. That tabletop was blocking us.
I saw the rear tire kick up, and it looked like he was headed straight nose down. I was like, that's
But
not
he rolled
good.
out of it, so it must have been a nice little barrel roll through the finish line. All right, guys, for Hill 2, Tim Cameron took it again, as well as yesterday. So he has had two good days of racing in the UTV class. Second place for today was Wade with a 68.7. Timmy had a 64.7. And then Wyatt Wilson with a 69.7. Wow, a lot of .7s here. Ethan Martin with a 77.4, fourth place today. And then DC Thompson with a 77.7. Rounding out top 5 for Hill 2 today. We're going to get some tape moved around, and then we will be rocking and rolling with the bouncer class very soon.
Kind of excited to see the bouncers just because they have so much up and down they'll be doing today. I'm sure that'll change some things. Looks like the recovery crew's out there getting the course reworked, get set up for the big bouncers. Getting everything set up. Clyde's out there telling them which course needs marked off. And again, with the bouncers, they're going to have some strategy because they have two options, lane 2 or lane 3, to go up as their first up section. So I think that we'll see that comes into play. Some guys may be willing to take the risk for the bigger payout. Other guys may just follow the guy in front of them and see what works. So we'll kind of see how that strategy comes into play today. And obviously a couple uphills, a couple downhills. They'll be coming the last part of the finish line. It'll be the same place it was yesterday. And again, that big rock, they have to kind of move to the right or left. We saw a lot of the side-by-side go to the right of it, so. A little bit of a breeze today. Oh boy. DC Thompson and Danny Smith are out riding wheelies on a 60cc dirt bike.
Danny's brave.
They look very close right now. Yeah, that is a lot of talent on such a little motorcycle.
I think we're going to be starting off with Jonathan Shepard
kicking us off.
Class. That's what it sounded like.
All right. Yeah, I like that DC was like, oh, you need a ride? I'll give you a ride. Like, I don't know if I'd ride in the back of DC Thompson's dirt bike. You may die. Like, it's only 60 cc's, but you may die. Got John Campbell walking down here, running the Taz buggy. He runs a single seat, center seat buggy with a turbo. And Jonathan Shepard is off the line. He is screaming right now.
Off the line.
I don't know if you guys can hear that. I don't know if you can hear that motor in the background, but he... Oh. Go. Oh.
Definitely a ledge.
Yes, definitely a ledge. Several. You can see the front end hopping there. Several big ledges. Now coming back down. It looks like he took course two going up, which was a little bit more of a straightaway. And these... Yeah, his motor is screaming.
All right, one last downhill, and he's through the finish line.
Matt Schuessler and Bad Influence is the only other buggy I think that sounds that radical right now. Woo! Through the finish line. Cut it.
100.426.
Wow. Right at a little over a minute and a half. So
That was a good, smooth run.
it was a super smooth run.
Showed us the course and set the bar for the rest of the drivers. So now's the time to ask, what do you guys think is going to be the fastest time for the bouncers? There's a up, down, down.
Yes.
And a nice long straightaway to start it all off with.
Super long straightaway, kick it off. And again, he went up course number 2. We have a choice, of course, the second on the right after they make the turn, they can go up hill 2 or hill 3, or lane 2 and lane 3.
All right, I think, is this Timmy? Yep, Tim Cameron.
Wow, Tim Cameron setting the pace for the day.
I bet we're going to be seeing a fast time.
Here we go.
Timmy had a little bit of a bobble yesterday with hill 1. A little bit of a bicycle on the bottom of the hill, which he saved, but cost him probably just a little bit of a couple of seconds, and he still finished.
Had to reverse.
On hill 1.
Man. Uh-oh, he's had to back up twice there. Again, that lower belly, his chassis sits the belly of it sits very, very low, which is great for a lot of the flat track stuff, but when you get on that big ledge, causes a lot of problems. So come on, get up there, Timmy. As soon as you get out of the top, you got to turn around and come right back. And again, those dropouts are so close together. It doesn't really give the buggy time to settle.
That was a big old
Come on, get up there. Still going to be a fairly quick time.
Franklin flutter.
Yeah. Here we go. Man.
110.115.
He said the high score.
I think that means we've got Bubba Bacon on the line.
That big blue rig screaming through. We'll see it coming flying. Again, now I think that it's like Clyde said this morning, after Timmy messed up, they kind of see the blood in the water. I think guys are going to be pushing super hard to get there.
Can feel the vibrations in the table and my chair. Bubba got up those legs.
He did.
Too much trouble.
He did.
It's hard to see from here at the bottom what exactly they're dealing with at the top.
I see some of the Perryville Mafia guys down here. Definitely taking notes, watching Timmy and Bubba. I know Rebecca and all the crew back home are all cheering him on.
Danny's getting his exercise.
He is.
Running back and forth. Bubba's got a good smooth run going.
To the finish line.
101.588.
So, we got John Richard in first, Bubba Bacon in second, Timmy Cameron
And Charlie Charlie Brown Jr. should be on the line.
This is kind of crazy so far to see these lines. I say it looks like about right on that minute and a half range is where we're seeing a lot of the drivers sit at right now. So, and this is a hard course. People don't realize how difficult this course is with these ledges and stuff.
Yeah, huge shout out and thanks to Jason and his crew here at Mid-America for working hard. To get an awesome race course lined out for these drivers. And also Clyde, they're knowing how to fix some grade hills. He made some changes when he got here. He wanted them to be doable, but definitely challenging.
Yeah.
So everybody's working together, came up with some really awesome race hills.
This is Charlie Brown Jr. Again, newer buggy. Computer issues, okay. I say you can tell you had some issues yesterday running, and his buggy's only like 2 or 3 months old. He just brought it out a couple races ago. Using the rear steer. It does not sound like it's running quite right.
And for some of these drivers, this is a lot of water to be blasted through at the bottom of the hill. You know, if their air intake's not very well protected, that could, you know, whoa. Where'd he go?
I think he missed a flag. I think he has to go to the finish, go on the top. Yeah, and like you said, that having that breather out there in the front, you splash around a lot of water, it can really, really affect things. So. Looks like he's trying to back up a little bit to get around that flag. I don't know.
Looks like he kind of hopped right over it.
Yeah.
Staying up free.
I don't know if he's going to be able to get turned around.
Oh, man, he had a good run going.
He had a great run going. He is definitely giving her all she got. Man, that stinks. Again, it looks like he's just not able to get backed up and get on that. Man, that stinks. I don't know. He may have a broken axle, or looks like they're getting the excavator over there. See if they can get him pulled out. Not sure what his issue is. Again, like I said, it just wasn't quite running right yesterday. You could hear it when he was coming through the straightaways. It was kind of sputtering a little bit, so might be a computer issue. Some type of definitely a fuel delivery issue. So hopefully they can get it all figured out, get it dialed in, and we got a race coming up here in 2 weeks, so they got a few weeks to get it home and get it figured out. Again, that is a new chassis. He brought it out at Windrock, I think, this year. So we got like a pet bike wheelie contest going on down here. I think so. Just riding wheelies, having a good time. Man, that stinks. Again, Charlie Brown had a great run going. I hate to see him end up with a DNF, but again, I think it also shows how difficult this course really is. Some of those ledges are pretty rough. I think by the end they'll get a lot more smoothed out, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out for today.
All right, guys, so if you just jumped on the live feed recently, now's a good time to tell you that we are at Mid-America Outdoors in Jay, Oklahoma. This is the Visions event. That's why we're racing on Wednesday.
Yes.
We're here all week with all kinds of racing. All the races, all the horsepower.
Yes.
All of them are here at Visions at Mid-America Outdoors. We're having a great time. We're on Hill 2 right now for the bouncers. Hill 1 was yesterday. We just wrapped up the UTV class, and we're 4 drivers in for the bouncers. Right now, the fastest time is Jonathan Shepard with a 100.4.
Whose buggy was screaming as he was coming down. Definitely was dialed in. So we'll see where he ends up for the day. We've got a lot of drivers to go yet, but Timmy ran at a 110, had to back up a couple times, got kind of bobbled up on some of those stair steps. And again, we talked about that when pre-walking the course. It's those were going to come into play today. Hopefully it's pretty loose, so I think those will get smoothed out by the end of the day, but those first handful of drivers think are going to have some problems with them.
If you guys have never been to Mid-America before, I'm sure you've heard plenty of people probably talking about it. If you've heard of Mid-America, then you've heard of how awesome Mid-America is.
It definitely is.
The amenities are top-notch. They work really, really hard around here to just, if something needs to be done or a suggestion is made, next time you're here,
it's done.
It happened, yeah. It's over 1,000 acres is what I've heard of riding. Of course, racing. There's like a whole race arena in what used to be this lake bed down here. Monster truck and mega truck courses, rock bouncer courses, short course, UTV, endurance, all of it, all in one place here. It's super spectator friendly. There's bathhouses, RV sites, dry camping, a laundry room, power washing station,
which is awesome
to use. There's gaming areas and the bar and the pool and the concessions and the concert areas. They built a brand new stage, a big old stage,
huge,
just for this event. We had Trace Adkins out there on Monday. We had Mini Kiss last night, and motocross stunt shows back up by the drag strips and drag racing. Tonight is the rock concert with Saving Abel, Puddle of Mud, Everclear. I'm looking forward to that one.
I am too. And again, those washing bays we talked about last time I was here, literally like 2 months ago, they were rock bottom. Now they're concrete, so they can rinse out nice and easy. They have a nice little slant to them, so you can rinse them off. And the great part, they're even free too.
Oh yeah.
You just walk up, you click a timer, you can power wash whatever. It's so nice to be able to wash your rig before you haul them at home, and it just runs down the hill, no big deal. It's awesome. So huge shout out to those guys for making that possible. It's so nice to be able to wash your rig and go home clean.
Very thoughtful touch.
Yes.
Here at Mid-America.
Getting home
and it's just well thought out park.
Yeah, so
we love all the parks that we race at. Definitely don't get us wrong. Every one of them has their unique personality to the park and different aspects that make it awesome to race at, and you can do different things at each different park. So
and special to us.
Definitely want to give a shout out to all the hard work that has been put in here and is being put in this week at Mid-America by their crew, the Ultra 4, the National Rock Racing Association, Pro Rock, just everybody. I'm sure I'm forgetting lots of names and groups, but it's cool to have everybody in one place.
It is, and we're all right here.
We got Joey and Aaron trying to give away some t-shirts right now.
Sounds like that Charlie Brown fired back up there.
Yeah, Charlie is off the hill. Jason Moon is on the line. Eric, is that the Space Roach?
Okay.
Buggy?
Okay. The Space Roach.
Yeah, Jason had some bad luck yesterday.
He did.
Swung a mill right off and didn't even get to really attempt the hills.
Again, this is the old cockroach buggy. They switch over the ORIs to some King shocks and change some tire combinations. So. line. Still seeing a pretty huge handful of drivers down there at the finish line.
129.387 for Colby. All right. Jake Pike is on the line. Jake had the fastest time yesterday. Do you think we're about to see?
I don't know.
My launch down the hill that I just mentioned.
Yeah, I think we could. Pike,
possibility.
Jake Pike could do it if anybody could. So he has a lot to lose right now. He ran the fastest time yesterday, so we'll see what he does.
You know, he did say that he wasn't planning on getting crazy today, though. He
Well,
wanted to keep it nice and smooth.
You say that.
But you know what's crazy to him and what's crazy to somebody else.
Yeah.
So it's two different levels there. All right, Sally, are you watching?
Shout out to Jake's mom. Making quick work of that U-turn, coming back down. Again, there's several big ledges there. You want to take your time, be smart.
I'll give you guys a rundown of where everyone's sitting so far after Jake's run. Fordzilla getting a little bath down there in the creek.
Yeah. Wow. 85. Ooh. 85.569.
Well, needless to say that Jake just got himself the fastest time so far. We've still got a lot of drivers to go, but Jake now sitting in the lead with an 85.569, followed by Jonathan Shepard with a 100.4, Bubba Bacon with a 101.5, Tim Cameron with a 110, and then Colby Wright with a 129. Behind DNF,
and this is Daniel Heckley racing his new IFS buggy. Come on, get up there. Again, these lips are going to be pretty rough in that IFS car, just because it sits so low. Come on. He has a smoke and run going. We'll see what he does on this downhill section. Again, trying to be cautious. There we go. Pretty quick work of that.
looking really smooth so far.
He is. What?
88.395.
Ooh, that puts him in second place.
Jake in first, Daniel in second currently, and Jonathan Shepard in third right now. We're not even halfway through
No.
the list of bouncers yet, though, for Hill 2.
John Campbell coming up next, racing the Taz buggy. Again, he runs a center seat in this turbo-powered buggy. He broke a drive shaft in our last race and tore up his ISP seat, so he had to take it to work and feed it back in and get it bolted back in. And get love hearing that turbo spool up. I think he's our only center seat bouncer.
We've got a question about if this is an NRA points race, and no, I don't believe this counts towards the series
it does
points.
not.
This is just a standalone race for the week of Visions. There will be awards handed out this evening.
Yes. He's also making quick work. See if he can come down fast.
Uh-oh. All right, there he goes.
Again, some bouncer drivers are a little faster downhill than others. How good your brakes are and how brave you are, I think, also shows out quite a bit.
Yeah, it's easy to sit here at the bottom of the hill and say, why aren't they going faster? But when you're sitting in that buggy and you're looking straight down, it's a little intense.
It's extremely intense.
Especially if your brakes might not be everything that you would want them to be.
Yes, yes.
So quiet. There
It is. It is.
He disappeared.
Yeah, when his turbo's not spooled, it was actually an extremely quiet buggy. Again, a great time for John Campbell. Good.
106.886 for John Campbell, and Danny Smith is on the line.
Danny Smith. He's sitting third for yesterday. So can he come out and be on the podium still today?
The time to beat right now is 85.5. Jake Pike. Daniel Heckley in second with an 88.3. Jonathan Shepard in third right now with a 100.4.
Clock is hot. Here we go. I think Danny's going to come out and set a blistering fast time. Here we go. Yes, yes. Yes.
You can put in a nice 86.
Yes, yes. Again, like I said, he's sitting in third from yesterday, so.
Oh.
Whoa!
That might be one of the fastest downhills that we've seen so far.
I think so.
He's cruising. It's going to be a good time. Is he going to beat an 85.5, though?
He is flying downhill over there. Look at that. Look at that.
Chance.
Whoa, that
96.870.
That is our new leader. Wow.
Holy cow.
Man, that definitely kind of cemented his seat on the podium.
76.870. The next fastest time is an 85.5.
Wow.
Danny just smoked that race course. It was the socks.
Okay. Yeah, it was Zox. Yep. The red and green. Yep. Red and blue.
Yeah, well, and they have his dogs.
Okay. Oh, they have his dogs.
Okay. Faces on
Solid. Solid.
Yep, that was it.
Cool.
Yeah, we know the secret now.
He was moving. His downhill was flying.
Socks if you want him to win next time.
Yeah. He just skimmed the whole second. Yeah, he skimmed down that last downhill section.
Jay Storts is on the line.
And he's in his new buggy, the Ford Play. It's a brand new Ford buggy. Super excited. This is his very first event out. He literally got it Thursday and had it running Thursday for the first time ever. So he said about a week. He got out here and made 2 passes 2 days ago, and he's like, that's the first time I've driven it. So
oh my gosh.
He's like, we're going to see how it does. Yesterday,
all right, what more do you need?
Got in it. It felt good yesterday, so hopefully we can try to set a little faster time today. We'll see how it goes. Definitely, motor sounds pretty healthy. That is a great camera view there.
Right along view right there.
Shows how violent it really is.
I had marked it out. Yep.
Okay, we'll see what he can do in the downhill section. Yeah, this is his brand new buggy. Come on, get out there. There we go. Again, downhill section, that's all we got to do. Which can be as scary as the uphill sections. Let's see.
Oh, no.
Man, that stinks. Had a great time going. Looks like he's trying to get it started.
Just put it in neutral.
Did he somehow bump a sensor there?
Roll that sucker down the hill.
Yeah. I think he's running the Holly system, the Holly tuner system on his buggy, so. So, you know, again, some of the systems have fail-safe, so there we go. Here we go now. Come on, see if you can't finish it.
Not running quite right now, but he finished.
That is a awesome, awesome camera shot when they do the in-car. That is just awesome.
141.614.
Not a horrible time. Again, like I said, hadn't had a mechanical issue there. Josh Parrish, I think is who we have coming up next.
If I'm not mistaken, the
All right, this looks like what? It's Dex Browder's buggy, but it's
Yes.
Josh Parrish driving.
Yes. I don't know if we skip Josh, but this is Dex Browder in the Misfit buggy. Unless they're doing double duty with the buggy, which that happens from time to time. Whoa! Woo! Dex is not scared to drive that buggy. Put it up on two wheels and woo! Got his American flag waving in the background. He is flying down that hill.
$82.243.
That's a quick time.
Rebecca, you right. Parrish was lucky number 3.
Okay. Matt Schuessler coming up to the line now, and he's in the bad influence. And anybody who's ever hung out with Matt knows he is a very bad influence.
All right, the fastest time right now is Danny Smith with a 76.8. Now followed by Dex Browder with an 82.2, and then Jake Pike with an 85.5. Matt Schisler out on course.
I get it. Whoa!
They're in third right now. You got 36-8.
Come on, Matt, let's go. Making quick work of the downhill section. Again, you can hear that Whipple supercharged engine just scream. Matt just whips his rear steer around so efficiently.
Gotta love some rear steer.
He does. He uses it very well. Getting down there, breaking that beam.
Oh, 8-1.
Wow.
902. He just bumped Dex out of second place. So right now it's Danny, followed by now Matt Schisler, and then Dex Browder. Adam Coots should be on the line. Can't see from here. Oh, it's Chris Kaufman.
Chris Kaufman, one of our Oregon guys, part of that Team Oregon coming out here.
Chris Kaufman.
Got this. He's running the showstopper buggy.
Another quiet one.
Yes, another quiet one.
Oh, everything's
until he turns it on. Yeah. Hear the turbo spooling. And there's that same lip that Timmy got hung up on. Getting Chris as your 2021 King of Hammers shootout champion. Went out there again, a little bit closer haul coming from Oregon, but we've had a couple of Oregon and Washington guys come out and race with us, and ladies. Melissa Robertson came out. She's raced with us once already this year. Splashing through the water there. See what his time is going to be.
1:03.720. And Maddie Moon is on the line.
Get half that Moon family, that half moon. Her and her dad out here racing two different buggies this weekend. And her roof kind of looks like a moon almost on top of it. That nice arc going on top of the buggy.
Oh, man. Look at her just sliding down. Ooh,
Oh, get a little squirrely coming down. So we get backed up and reset. Come on, go. is. So she might see if she can back up a little bit more to the other side. He'll get a little bit better run at it.
She said she stayed up late last night running some diagnostics and fell asleep sitting in the buggy with her laptop.
That's funny.
On her lap. Woke up and someone had put a blanket on her for her.
Aww.
That's some race dedication.
That is. Again, this is, so you have course, you have two choices there.
There it is.
Come on, get up there.
She said, hill 2 is a little slick. I'm going to try hill 3. And is that a...
You can tell how loose it is. She's like just flinging stuff ever. You have two choices. So you have, that's a little strategy came into play there. Clyde gave him the option of hill 2 or that course 2 or course 3 there. We'll see how that pays off. Obviously, she made pretty quick work of it once she got up there. Okay, now she's dropping into those big lips. Again, that is a super sketchy downhill section there. Whoa! Riding some wheelies.
Definitely getting dug out.
Yeah.
That wasn't really there at the beginning of the race.
No.
Old Matitude buggy's having to work hard.
It definitely is. Again, she's one of the Oregon people up there from the Havoc series. Sounds like it died. We can't see. Doesn't look like she's moving. See if they're run up, see what's going on.
We got Bill running over to do an assessment. She's trying to get it started.
Trying to get it fired back up. There we go. Sounds like she got it fired back up. She got a couple little lips there in the downhill section.
Come on, Matt.
Come on, get up there. Get up there.
All right, now it's the easy part.
Yeah, just come down.
You got this.
And this is when you find out how good your brakes are in your bouncer.
Or how good they're not.
Yes, or how good they're not. Looks like she's taking that far right wall. A lot of drivers did that. Had pretty good luck with it. There we go. Through the finish line. See what her time's going to be.
2:21.346. Does that mean we've got Kenneth Cozine on the line?
There we go. Kenneth Cozine's coming up next. The Bad Donkey bouncer. Hopefully it can climb well. He usually puts on a heck of a show as well. Not scared of the long skinny pedal. Definitely letting her sing. Taking his time, trying to get set up on those drops. Again, you can see the buggy kind of just bouncing around. It doesn't really have time to settle. Getting that top lip there is giving everybody a little bit of problems today.
Don't stop now.
Man, and it looks like he ended up in the same spot Maddie did.
It does, it does. And there's been several buggies that launch out of that pretty hard, so it must be a pretty good sized lip there. There we go. Out the top.
Eric, I'm going to be racing Big Booty Judy, our 4C Razor, in the short course women's class.
Through the finish line.
So I might get a little bit of racing in this week too. 119.043 for Kenneth.
Not a horrible time. Again, got hung up a little bit there, had to back up, but pretty good time. I think we got Melissa Robertson coming up next. She put on a heck of a show yesterday. Several times saved the buggy in pretty impressive fashion, and ended up rolling over and in with a DNF, so that kind of stinks, but she did have a very, very exciting run.
She did. That was a lot of fun to watch.
So, and again, one of those, northwest side of the United States, so huge shout out to those guys all who drove, 20 plus hours to get here. I was whining about my 8.5 hour drive, so, yeah, it was like 20, 22.
We got another kids foot race getting lined up out in front of us here.
Here we go. Clock is hot.
It is on the line.
Look at these little guys out here. We got some guys racing for water bottles.
Because the rag bouncers aren't enough, we got a foot race going out here.
It is awesome.
All right, Melissa. Let's see what she can do.
Using that rear steer, whipping it around there. There we go. Oh, woo! Woo!
She just shot straight up the middle.
She did.
Couldn't make it
Reverse.
fly, baby.
That is some loose stuff there. There we go. I think she'll back up, try that second course maybe. Get out the top. Come on, get out there. So she got her front end over the lip. Might have to back up and bump a little bit. There's a couple of those lips that are pretty steep. There we go. Come on. Out the top. And again, sharp U-turn to come right back down. Woo! Get a little squirrely coming down. Go ahead. Come around and get lined up for the next try. Woo! I know. She put on a heck of a show yesterday, right around the same area.
All right. Back up a little more, Melissa.
Yeah, back up a little more. Get a nice, good running start at it. Whoa!
Tipping it. Hang on, maybe she can back at it.
See me.
That's a lot of oil. Man, she wanted to finish.
She did so bad.
Awesome job.
Yeah, man, that stinks.
Crew, man, they're quick. Look at them go.
Yeah, huge shout out to our recovery crew.
We got Danny Smith over there.
Yeah.
He hustles. The .1 crew is helping out with recovery today. Shout out to everybody out there helping get everybody back on the course and get off the hill.
Man, that was and it's sitting at such a weird angle. I honestly thought she was going to be able to recover that thing.
I think we're about to do an instant replay.
All right, here we go. Let's watch an instant replay. That is impressive. Again, laying there. It almost, from the angle we're seeing it at, it looks like it would almost just flip right back over.
Well, you know, that's probably what she was hoping.
She was, I'm sure. And then the white smoke just pours out. Okay. All right, I guess we're going to cut to a highlight reel and check out some bouncer footage. So here's some of the highlights. We're back. They just got Melissa's buggy flipped back over. That was pretty cool to watch. Shout out to Keith Toolman. He's one of our recovery guys. He travels with the Bacons. He comes to a lot of our races. He has about every tool you could dream of, plus a handful of parts, including a welder, on board of his vehicle, so we can help get us going again. He does a lot of flipping over of our vehicles. He's towed me back to the trailer more than I care to admit. So, huge shout out to Keith and the .1 team out there for getting everything situated, being our fire recovery crew as well as the recovery crew for getting the vehicles put back on the wheels and either towed out, or some of them are able to drive depending on condition. Looks like Melissa's climbing in the vehicle trying to get it started, so we'll see. She might let it sit for a minute, try to get some of that oil off the cylinders. So we'll see what goes. Again, there's a little bit of oil in the cylinders, so she tried to recover it, tried to flip it back down, and again, it was such a weird angle. I thought for sure she was going to be able to do it, but unfortunately not able to. So huge shout out to Ian from the Total Off-Road Podcast. He's out there helping get everybody recovered today. He's based out of Champaign, Illinois, about 45 minutes from my house. I see some of our EMS and safety crew out there as well, making sure he's okay. Looks like we have a big boy race here. What's going on here? Looks like Melissa got it fired back up. A little bit of smoke. That'll clear out pretty quick. We got some guys lined up to a race. Wyatt Wilson just jumped in. Miles, you can get there in your flip-flops, see if you can. Look at Danny Smith. Look at Danny Smith. I bet you he creeps past them all. Danny's going to smoke them all. late entry. Uh-oh. Danny Smith's got his lucky socks on. Oh, Chad Moore. Chad Moore stepping out there. Woo, Chad. There we go. Breeze out there cheering her dad on. We got Danny Smith, Chad Moore, and a handful of crowd members getting ready to take off on a foot race. We got one hat. We're going to see who can pick it up. Danny Smith's pretty fast. We'll see how it works out. Here we go. Get set. Look at that. Look at that. Oh! Woo! We got about 5 or 8 buggies somewhere there. Looks like about 5 to 8 buggies. So, handful of buggies left to go. Looks like Melissa has something hanging down. I'm not sure if she broke something or maybe that's a panel. See what's going on. So see if they're getting anything fixed. Keith's going to get her pulled back over to the staging area. Again, after this, you're going to see the Dennis Anderson King Sling Mega Truck come out and put a little show on. That'd be pretty awesome. Definitely not going to want to miss that. So, the cover crew's all getting back in place. Keith will get Melissa pulled out of the way. Again, really unfortunate she didn't get a time today, but obviously a pretty impressive run. She put on a heck of a show 2 days in a row. Get Danny Smith in there helping turn it. He said, I got you. Looks like one of her fans, one of the Radiator fans that busted out. I'm not sure. She hit a couple of ledges pretty hard up there. Maybe she broke one then. So, looks like one of her Radiator fans busted out. So, we'll see. That's a pretty easy fix, though. That's pretty quick fix. JT coming back through. JT Taylor, you know him from a lot of Ultra 4 events. He's the kind of the man that runs the show behind the scenes. So what?
Adam Coons
Global race director. And he really is. Like, I say that jokingly, but he actually is. Adam Coos had the second fastest time yesterday. Whoa. Getting squirrely there a little bit. Using the rear steer whip around the corner. There we go. He's making. He has a pretty good run going. If he can keep it going. Again, sitting in second from yesterday. He has a lot of points. Oh! Woo! Oh, no! He busted the front end! Oh, man, came down, busted a tie rod. Man, he is so frustrated right now. Man, that stinks. Had a smoking run going.
This is called rock bouncing, right?
Yeah, he was bouncing. He was bouncing down that hill. Man, he had a smoking run going. It did. The tie rod left the chat. Yeah. Man, that stinks. He had a heck of a run going. He was definitely on the podium with that run, especially being points for yesterday. Give him a hand, man. He hit the ground and bounced up in the air. That stinks. I think he broke it clean off. He picked up, it looked like he picked up some kind of, something in his hand there. It might have been a tie rod broke clean off. Or the part of the knuckle. Man, that stinks. Had a smoking run going.
All right, let's, I guess we'll take the chance to do a little rundown here of what we've got so far.
Yeah, watch, there's the instant replay over there. Flying through the whoops. Again, you can see him get right here. You can see the back end come over. He got a little squirrely right there before he hit the last berm. Had a really quick run going. Obviously, he was hauling the mail, being that he was in second yesterday. He wanted to keep that momentum going and hopefully end up on the podium for today. You know, that's the old Riot buggy, so he hit that rear steer, swung it around the corner. And again, there's landed and tried to keep the momentum going. That first big lip, a lot of guys had problems with. He was able to really make quick work of it. Got hung up just a hair right there, but was able to keep some of his momentum going and really had a great run going. Man, that's so unfortunate. Came out the top, kind of riding a wheelie a little bit there. And you could see him bobble off these ledges hard. You could see, look at that buggy bounce.
Oh, he was
right there was, I mean, right there was endoing as he went down. Man, that stinks. That's a pretty crazy ride, and came down just a hair too fast. That front end let go. Man, that stinks. And he tried. You could tell, even with the tires, he was still trying to steer it, but he realized that it's not going to happen. So they got a man. That stinks. I guarantee that shakes up the points now. Oh, look at the reverse. Man, he slammed in that. That's really unfortunate. Again, like I said, he had a really great run going. They got the unloader out there, went and picked the buggy up. He climbed out of after he got unstrapped, climbed out and gave a good wave to the crowd. So huge shout out to Adam Kuntz for being a great sport. You know, obviously we all come out and we all try to win. If you can't win, at least put on a heck of a show. So that's he had looks like a tie rod maybe hanging down. So I'm not sure exactly what he broke on the front end, but you can clearly tell the two tires are pointing opposite directions. So that's pretty no good. But he was absolutely hauling the mail down that course.
All right,
so
guys, our top five, as we're sitting right now for Hill 2, is Danny Smith in the lead with a 76.8. Then Matt Schisler with an 81.9. Dex Browder with an 82.2. Jake Pike with an 85.5. And Daniel Heckley with an 88.3. They've got a handful of drivers still to go. And then that's going to wrap up our 2 days of Bouncer and UTV hill killing. But we still got a few drivers left, so don't go anywhere yet.
Still got some, and we still got some more racing going on this week.
Oh, yeah.
Not to mention the Ultra 4 guys coming in. They said, hey, we want to get on this action. We're going to have a good time. Friday, we're pretty excited about them. They've been doing a ton of prep work to get their course ready. I know they were out here a couple weeks ago, getting everything set up. Can't wait to see that. They all think we're crazy. We kind of think they're pretty crazy too, you know. So it should be a lot of fun. I talked to Bailey Cole and his crew guys last night. I think they got the car dialed in. They also said they have a race coming up here in a few weeks too, so they don't want to trash it too bad. So
Big Tim Bacon is on the line.
Here we go.
Our second serving of bacon for the day. Actually, I had bacon for breakfast at Reese.
Yeah.
Good time around the bacon.
Yeah. Good. Little Tim has a new chassis he's working on now. I asked him about it, and he said it's top secret. Top secret.
And we know that Big Tim's in serious race mode because the cooler is not in the back of the buggy.
Come on, there you go. Get the front end over it, just hammer down. There we go, come on. Big Tim's been out wheeling in buggies longer than I've been alive, so this is not new to him, so he's been out hitting trails in Tennessee and Kentucky for a long, long time. Oh, getting a little squirrely coming down. Come out, rinse off a little bit, you know, and hit it again. He's making a great run here. He has a quick time going. See what kind of time he ends up with it, but he has a smooth run going. There we go. Come on, get up that hill. Get a whip around quick and come on down. He's making a really good time. Trying to pick his line carefully coming downhill. Kind of working it down the trail here. There we go. See what kind of time he got.
116.571 for Big Tim Bacon, and Brandon Davis is up next.
Got that Davis race team coming in on one of our IFS buggies. This buggy's called Menace, and it is bad, bad, bad to the bone. I know those big lips are going to cause havoc with that IFS, so we'll see how it goes. Using that rear steer. Whoa.
Oh, that was pretty quick.
Make it quick downhill time. Again, that is a very healthy sounding buggy. Again, got to try to make quick work of the downhill section. Trying to pick some of that far, far right line like a lot of drivers have. Woo! Ooh.
84744. That is a fourth place time right now, I believe.
I think we got Anthony Yacht on the line. Anthony Yacht's also raffling this buggy off. He's going to donate $10,000 to the Gibbs benefit. I think they have about 40 spots left. It's a 1 in 25 chance of winning. And that's part of the no respect racing. Anthony, this is an IFS car. It's a rear mount engine, and it is obviously doing woodwork here. This is more of a Ultra 4 style buggy with rear mount engine, so obviously a little bit better on some of the uphill sections. Very loose and light in the front end. You see some of the guys blazing through the desert in there. To the finish line. Ooh, that is a smoking time.
86886.
That's a pretty quick time.
I think we've only got one driver left, and then we'll do a rundown. Oh, no, we've got two. We've got Cash LaCroix and Josh Parrish.
Okay.
Cash LaCroix is on the line next. All right, where's all the Cash Money fans? Hashtag Kool-Aid Cash.
I was teasing him earlier. I was talking about his little brother racing. I said, when'd your brother start racing? I said, yeah, that's the real competitive. I will race harder against my brother than anybody on the planet. I'll poke a hole in a tire. We'll do whatever it takes, you know. Me and my brother Nate, man, we go at it pretty hard. Sounds like he's coming through. Whoa! Pretty quick work of the uphill section. He has a really good time going. Again, taking his time, picking good lines with the stair step. Whoa, get a little squirrely. It is. There we go.
This downhill.
See what his time is. That's going to be a quick time. That might be top 5. He is flying down that downhill section. Oh! Tag that rock. Whoa. That is not bad for a 12-year-old. That's not bad for me. What do you mean? Not bad. That's a flying time. He was smoking.
85.583.
That is a fast time.
Fast time.
That is a very respectable time from anyone, much less a 12-year-old.
I don't think it's going to get him. Oh, that might be top 5. I'll have to. We got one more driver. We got Josh Parrish on the line, and then we'll get everyone sorted here.
And Josh Parrish is our number 13 driver, so he chose to go last on both courses. I feel like that's a smart choice because I think a lot of those big ledges have probably smoothed out a little bit since then. He's got a buggy, has a couple panels on it, makes it kind of look like a Jeep. But I promise you, there's no Jeep there. Other than maybe the grill.
Eric Hagan says when he was 11, he was just trying to be good at skee-ball.
Yes. All right, making quick work of the downhill section as well. Again, watching those ledges. Seen a couple guys kind of bounce through them, but again, you want to make sure you're doing super smooth bounces.
Well, we saw how not to bounce.
Yeah. And again, you hated seeing a guy sitting in second place that had a smoke and run going.
That was rough. Go left. All right.
That little ledge there has become kind of brutal today.
Getting that dug out right there, but you know, Josh is our last driver, so.
The rest of the hill, I think, has gotten a little bit smoother, though.
Okay. 95.343.
All right.
Josh Parrish.
That was our last race for the day. Josh Parrish, again, he drew the number 13 spot, so he went last. Again, there's a great shot of the park, a great shot of the area where we're racing at. So they're saying we're going to cut to a highlight reel. We got some Danny Smith highlights in there. Again, he set a smoking time today. So we had some pretty crazy action going on. See what kind of times we ended up with. So see what we're going to do here. And tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., the short court racing is going to kick off, so you guys don't want to miss that. And again, they have like 20 categories they're going to be running tomorrow, so it's pretty awesome, cool. So all right, here we go. This must be our highlight reel we're cutting to. Okay. Again, you can see how some of these guys are bouncing around so violently, how hard some of those lips on those steps are. And again, you didn't really have time to clear them, settle down the buggy before you went to the next one. So you kind of just had to skip it down. Again, I think it's Danny Smith. Again, absolutely flying down that hill. Using that rear steer. Again, had a smoke and run going. The drone's footage is absolutely incredible. They can literally fly almost next to the vehicles. They're shooting up the hill. Again, Danny's setting a smoking time. And he was probably one of the fastest guys on that very last downhill section. He just literally flew through it. Again, luckily the buggy held together for him. Came through, leaping through the finish line. All right, go ahead and close it out. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you for everything.
All right, I'm going to do a quick rundown of Hill 2. We had Danny Smith with a 76.8, followed by Matt Schisler with an 81.9, Dex Browder with an 82.2, Brandon Davis with an 84.7, Jake Pike rounding out top 5 with an 85.5. Thank you guys for joining us today to wrap up Hill 2 for the Bouncer and UTV Hill Climb. We will see you back tomorrow morning.
9 a.m. for the short course racing. You're not going to miss that. So make sure you guys hop in, and we'll see you guys later.
Hi, guys. We're here at Visions Week, just outside of Jay, Oklahoma, at Mid-America Outdoors. I'm here with Dennis Anderson today. How are you doing? How are you? I mean, gosh, you came to this amazing event.
I got to tell you, man, it's an honor to be a part of Visions, Mid-America Outdoor Off-Road Park. I came in here, a few months ago and saw where these guys were laying down. There was no way that this was going to happen without me being here.
That's what I've heard. Now, here we have mega trucks and monster trucks here for this event. What is the difference in those vehicles?
Well, a monster truck weighs about 12,500 pounds. Mega truck has got the same power, but only weighs about 6,000 pounds. They're made to run through mud. These are made to jump over buses. But I've got to tell you, we're making a combination of everything out here. We got a smorgasbord of, a carnage field, gladiator-style arena that's brand new. We just finished it. I'm telling you, 24 hours ago, but it looks awesome. And we are going to show down and throw down for everybody that comes to the valley.
Okay, so my understanding is you guys have a few shows that are going to happen this week, not just the one. Is that correct?
That's right. So Sunday afternoon at 6 p.m., we've got the Mega Truck Show. It's going to be mud, stunt, fire, thunder. It's going to be happening on Sunday. It's really kind of a teaser event, but it's powerful, it's fast, it's loud, and it's awesome. And then we're going to spin right on in. We have events all through the week. And once we get down to the grand finale of our last day in the valley anyway out there, it is going to be on the 24th at 7 o'clock. Monsters are going to go mad. We're going to have racing, side-by-side racing, freestyle, and we're going to do a world record jump with King Slang, the mega truck.
Wow, that sounds incredible. So what is the record exactly that we're trying to set here this week?
Honestly, in my eyes, the record's easy. All we got to do is break 175. We've already done a few practice runs with it, almost beat it already. But this ramp we built, we don't know what's going to bring. I just hope the truck stays together when it hits the ground and we can keep going. Because if it does, Weston Anderson, my youngest son, is going to run that truck in the ground for the fans.
Love it. Sounds like you've got a couple of drivers, maybe. Anybody special you want to give a shout out to, or anything special you want to say about these incredible vehicles that you brought out?
I just wanted all of my friends out there, all of my buddies with their monster trucks, it's a special shout out to all of them for being a part of this, making us look as great as we can with Motorsport Entertaining. And a special shout out to Jason for bringing this, bringing this event together. So, Mid-America Outdoor, the whole family. This is a wholesome park, and this is what I want. My family's here, my grandkids are here. It's fun.
Love it. Okay, I gotta ask, because everybody always wants to know, what size are these tires and what kind of engine are you running in a truck like this?
These tires they're called Monster Terra tires. So they're 66 inches tall, 43 inches wide, they weigh 800 pounds, they cost $3,000. The motors are 540 cubic inch blown fuel injected alcohol motors. They deliver 1,500 horsepower and 1,350 foot-pounds of torque. So these things are awesome. They're big, heavy beasts, but man, we have fun with them. We do backflips and on and on.
Love it. Guys, you heard it. Dennis Anderson and his crew are out here this week with the mega trucks and the monster trucks. We hope you're watching to see some cool stuff. I can't wait. Thank you so much.
Right
Dennis.
on.
Welcome to Visions Week. We are at Mid-America Outdoors, just near Jay, Oklahoma. I'm Tara, and I'm here at the Maxxis booth today with Chris. Do you have any new products here that you want to talk about while we've got you?
So one of our newest tires is our Razor XT here. It's a desert race tire. It's an 8-ply steel belted radial. Tough, gets you through anything. No side bite, so it runs good through the high speed stuff in the desert. This is one of our newer ones. Come on over and check it out. We got every other tire we make here, so swing by, check them out.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Chris. We appreciate you. Enjoy the event. Hi guys, welcome. Visions event here at Mid-America Outdoors, just outside of Jay, Oklahoma. I'm Tara, and I'm here today with Shelby and Amy. How you guys doing?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Very good. Is this your first time here at this park, or are you regulars here?
We've been here probably 50 times over the last 2 years.
So Shelby, what event are you going to be competing in with this new car back here?
I'll be running in the Bouncer Knockout race on Saturday morning at 10 a.m.
Terrific. We look forward to seeing you out there. What do you think about your car is going to help you win that competition?
I really couldn't tell you because I've only raced it once, and that was last weekend. So I have no seat time in the car. I'm just going to strap in, pull the belts tight, and straight send it.
So how much racing experience do you have? Have you always done the Bouncers, or have you done other off-road events?
I pretty much started in Bouncers around 2019. There's a car that's off camera that I started racing in. Got agitated with it, sold it to my buddy Justin, let him deal with the headaches. I took a year off of racing and just got back into it, a few months ago when I won this car here.
Very cool. So it sounds like you've seen this park going through its development processes and everything that they've added to it. Amy, what would you say is the best new addition that they have right now?
Definitely the Lazy River.
I think everybody agrees. We're all looking forward to that. Do you guys have like a favorite band you're hoping to see this week?
Trace Atkins, I saw him at Blue Holler back in October, but I'm really looking forward to like AC/DC Back in Black, the tribute band. Those guys are awesome. Mini Kiss, I'm excited to those guys as well. Swan Brothers. I mean, just the entire entertainment lineup is typical Jason and Mid-America fashion, over the top.